Gem and the Holograms. So, this is done by, apparently, Blumhouse Productions, which I'm surprised that the movie didn't end with a random jump scare.
It looks like Pixar in a way. Like its first edits, like before they got really good with animation.
Oh wow!
before that whore knew how to suck the dick off really good to get that coin on her.
Alright, let's go.
Anyway, so the movie starts out with random YouTube videos of, like, people just playing music, and then it's her. That's Jerica, is vlogging, saying, like, like, we're all, like, not ourselves. We all have, like, our own internet selves. Anyway. Moving forward. Google Maps. This is where she lives now. Zoom in.
Okay.
Hold on. So yes, please show us exactly where the hell you live.
Is that actual someone's place because fake?
They were like, oh, like her and her sister originally from LA. I guess somehow to whatever degree, kind of like the original. Anyway, so then they had to move because they lost their father. They had to move to live with their aunt, who is Molly Ringwald. And then their, stepsister or whatever, foster kid, whatever. Again, kind of like the original ones. So anyway, they show, like, a Google Maps thing of them, of, like, this is Pineview, California. This is the street I'm at. Anyway, this is, my sister, Kimber, really likes to vlog and overshare on the internet.
That's her name, Kimber?
Yeah,
and too late to put Lee?
Okay.
There was not enough space in the walls. So.
Right. Well, I had to, like, step out of the room to get the full shot of her name. Like, Before we go on, I said this to Mo earlier. Before we go on, okay. I never really watched Gem and the Holograms when we were younger. I knew about it. Yeah. You know the gist of it. Well,
you've seen the toys and everything.
Right. Well, apparently, Phil, even knowing the gist of it, the little ha-ha of it, I was still offended by this. So I can't imagine if I can't imagine if I was a fucking fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh my god.
So yeah, the sister's name, I also looked through Wikipedia in case. I was like, wow, they gave these people stupid names. Oh wait, that was in the original show.
Kimber.
Well, yeah, they called her Kimber. So that's her name. She loves to be on social media, as you can see.
Oh, look, broccoli!
What? Done. Good night. That's everything. We're done.
I love that. Oh look, broccoli. I just paused. I was like, all right. And then that's the aunt, Molly Ringwald. From Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, yada yada. So it's like, oh,
you can see it in her eyes.
It's her, yeah. Even though she doesn't have the red hair, it's that bitch. She's got the two foster stepsister thingies. This one, her dad is, what's his name from Lost? Walt! That man.
Oh!
That's her, no, in real life, that's her dad, which, she's cute, so, good genes. Her character, she is a fashionista. She's really, she's really, good with clothes, and she, reuses clothes and makes these cool outfits, and she's so,
That's a movie I've seen before. Every 80s movie.
Right. And then there's this sister, the part Japanese one, who has colored hair. Well, that sounds kind of familiar. Oh, God. And she also...
shaving it off?
Yeah, she was shaving off the back of it. And then she's really smart because you see a book on hacking. Because you can buy a book on hacking.
And she's Asian.
Yeah. Right. So then, look at the thing. That says synergy, but that says 51N3RGY, or as her father calls it, synergy. Because in this day and age, we still speak in leet, The title card comes up like some crazy found footage static shit going on here.
Oh my god.
And look, she's writing lyrics, guys. She's writing lyrics. She's writing lyrics. She is like a writer and a singer-songwriter. She can do her own thing.
Okay, Taylor Swift.
And there's a part where during her vlog she says, oh, this many girls under one roof must be a recipe for disaster. And she goes, well, if you think that, then that's sexist. And all I kept thinking is, thanks, Tumblr. Just... shut up. You didn't need that line. You didn't need that line where it said, oh, you could have said, yeah, it's a recipe for disaster. You could have been like, no, we actually get along really well. But like I said, the sister, like, she vlogs a lot. So there's a lot of footage in the movie where it comes from, like you saw before, where it looks like obviously someone's recording. Because the sister likes to vlog, and like she even mentions in the exposition, she likes to share. Mind you, this is 6 minutes into the movie, I'm just letting you know. So they're arguing, and they're like, oh my god, we're arguing. And look, we're eating pop chips. Yay, we're arguing. And this is what
they had to put that in there, right?
Now look, pop chips. Look at pop chips.
They had to put it in there.
They got chips that pop? Oh, man.
Did it have to be that obvious? Son of a bitch.
So then,
I hate when it's so obvious.
So then...
That face.
No. The reason for that face is because then Molly Ringwald comes in, sees them arguing, and all of a sudden tells her, goes, Kimber, give me a C note. And she's like, like that. She keeps doing that. And then all the other sisters join in. Yeah, they all join in, and they're actually okay.
Is it like a dog whistle? Like you're arguing, dog whistle. Oh god, you can't find any other way to do that.
Oh my god. It's so
I waved my flag and I surrender.
God,
I can't. That's how they solve arguments? By making noise?
Yeah.
This is not household.
To keep them, like, to calm them down. Like, everyone shut up. Like, instead of that, it's like all of a sudden it's like, Mo, give me an F. And Mo, you're like,
If you say, Mo, give me an F, I'm just gonna say,
Mo be like, Phew. But you know what I mean, like they do that, and all of a sudden, so then somehow that calms them all down. They're like,
oh damn this child,
right? But like I said, their voices aren't bad. It's actually all them singing, like so they're not bad, but it's nothing to write home about. It's not like, oh shit, it's Adele, where you're like, damn, you know, you're just like,
oh, Braxton family.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, hey, you can carry a tune, and I don't want to put an ice pick in my ear. That's very nice. You can carry a tune, but again, it's nothing to be like, oh my god, you know.
Well, that's kind of like every Disney person anyway. So I guess it's just a teenager. You don't have to be talented. You just have to look pretty and dance, I guess. Right,
which obvious. So then, yeah, they solved everything. They're okay now. They hugged. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look, it's her earrings.
Does she ever wear them?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was showing it, and then you never see her wear them again.
Oh, no, she does wear them, and then she takes them off, and then at the end of the movie wears them again.
Oh, so she doesn't really wear them then.
I'll get to that. So, of course, with this kind of storyline, it becomes like fucking Brady Bunch. Money's tight. Oh, my God. And then the little sister, because she vlogs all the time, she's like, oh, my God, I'm making a music video. Like, out of nowhere. But, like, more like, hey, we're in our backyard with a camera kind of thing. But the thing is that, like, she does it while she's holding the camera. They don't even put it on, like, a table or tripod. So she's, like, holding the camera. She's like, and so the camera footage is like, yeah. So, you know, it's horrible. Yeah. And so, oh my god, guys, montage. So they go into, like, Molly Ringwald.
Oh, because they found out that they need money and need to sing together.
Yeah. So,
you said it like, you know, I don't know, just montage, just throw it in there.
No, it was literally just like the sister's like, oh my god, like the young one was like, oh my god, I want to make a music video. So all of a sudden they were just like, montage, go into your aunt's closet, and look at that, there's a thigh master in pink high heels, and look at that, colorful makeup, and look at that, she's putting on colorful makeup, and look, a pink wig and a pink outfit, you know, and then like
has all this stuff.
The aunt has it because apparently she's like. Really quick exposition, she has her own store, apparently. You know? But yeah, that's them all dressed up in her aunt's clothes because they're all the same size. So they're filming the video, and then she shows up like that because they wore her aunt. They're like, oh my god. So then here's the part that I went, like that. So they're looking at her because she's the shy one. Jerrica's really shy. And, you know, like, because her sister... There's a face on that tree, I just realized.
Oh my god!
I didn't even notice it.
What the hell?
I didn't even notice that until like...
So I have a question.
Yes.
So when does the black character come in?
There is none. Of course there is none. Which is
This ain't about Gemma. Oh God.
Well, I guess the closest one to Black is the one whose her dad is what's his name in Lost.
Yeah, of course.
Because she's
anytime they try to choose a black character, they get a black character that's ambiguous or something.
Right. They kind of like look at her and they kind of circle. No, she's like, how do I look? She kind of looks like Kristen Stewart there. There's several shots in the movie where she kind of looks like Kristen Stewart, and it's kind of weird. Anyway, so then like the sisters like they kind of walk around her and they go, "Oh my God, you're truly," and she goes, "outrageous."
Well, I think that's the only thing that can tag them to the original is a tagline that they use in all their stuff. They
should have like said it in their original song, so it doesn't sound like it's like something that it shouldn't be sung in an original song. Like, oh, where did you get that line from? But it just
yeah.
And it might be Fantastic Four.
And I wrote underneath that part where they said truly outrageous. I wrote down, I began to cough violently. I heard that, I went like that. I was like out of nowhere. Okay, yeah. So then after she helps her sister with the music videos, apparently this bitch also can't draw a fucking star correctly.
Why all of them like
how does stars work?
All of them are chopped off.
Like stars kind of go like this, right? Yeah. Apparently the bitch can't draw stars correctly, but the fact that she can't draw stars correctly is actually part of like an exposition thing to help out later in the plot.
Okay.
So she can't draw stars correctly.
There's a plot to this?
Oh, it's so bad.
Yes, sadly enough, Mo, there was a plot to this. Then she tries to do, because like, you know, she's thinking, oh God, the money, like, let me put a video out on YouTube. Let me be like generic singer-songwriter girl on my acoustic guitar. And she tries, you know, doing the whole like, oh, hi guys, you caught me here holding my guitar. Wait, no, that's not good enough. Hey, my name is oh, no, that's not good. Like, there's like that quick thing. I love how Phil looks like she wants to murder me through the screen right now.
It's every teenage movie.
Right.
Good stuff.
So then, and I always find it funny in movies, whenever they have a part where someone is like putting on makeup, it's always like the only lights that are on are just the mirror and not the other lights. They turn off all the other. I'm like, no, bitch, you need all the lights. You put on makeup like that, you put on all the lights. We're doing that drag queen thing, we put on every light.
I just need to see her face.
Anyway, so they do that whole, like, she's in her room, it's dark, she has on the light, she starts putting on her little makeup stuff, see, she has the earrings on, you know, she starts putting them on, and then she puts on a wig, and this rainbow bright light on her.
Where did that rainbow come from? Okay.
And then she starts singing, and then, actually...
Where did the rainbow come from? What the fuck, man?
Yeah, so then, where is, actually, let me...
She just owns the rainbow light?
She just owns the rainbow light, you know, just like...
And you just keep going, Joe. You're like, I got to keep going. I can't.
I was like, I have to trudge through this. Not to be a dick, but like in this day and age, there's so many people who are uploading to YouTube and doing all that stuff that like some bitch like that isn't really like I said, nothing too like spectacular.
I guess what makes her different is makeup and rainbow light.
Oh God, you know. But anyway, so she does.
You might as well throw a gun in this movie. It might say something.
What?
Adele? I heard throw Adele.
Yeah, I didn't hear any of it. I was like, what?
Adele? Just an Adele laptop?
Adele in the movie, it might save it.
No.
Adele laptop. You've been saved.
Right? Can you examine the lighting thing happening here? This is her lighting not in the camera, but this is her in the camera. What's happening here? How is
the light's on that side. What?
Like, where's that rainbow light coming from?
This is what we're talking about.
Hey, that when you go to that light, it's not yellow enough for that light.
Yeah. Like, and the camera she has is a freaking DSLR. She should be capturing all that.
It should be high quality.
It should be catching her eyelashes. Like, what the fuck?
On a webcam.
Webcam, right, exactly. But whatever, you know. Anyway, so she wants to delete it. She hands the camera.
That delete option, though.
Delete or don't delete?
We need to show it to the camera.
Right. Do we delete it or not? Yeah, it's like so obvious kind of thing. Anyway, she wants to delete it. She hands, instead of deleting it, apparently she doesn't know how cameras work all of a sudden. She hands it back to Kimber. and is like, oh, you take care of it. And she goes, I'm gonna upload that shit. And there's a montage, another one, of her uploading shit to YouTube. Bam. Oh, look at that. It's like one of my videos.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god. And then look, people are sharing it. Oh my god, everyone likes her. I love that. And
How the fuck did they find this? Oh, wait, because she's really popular?
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Because people are saying it's so good. I love how at no point is there any, like, fucking comment that says, like, fuck me daddy or something horrible like that. Or like, oh man, I dropped my Illuminati Doritos. Yeah. Or like, I dropped my Illuminati Doritos or some shit that they always do. Anyway, the people are tweeting about her.
Doritos.
Yeah. People are tweeting about her. Oh my god. You know, like, they're tweeting about her, guys. And oh my god, look, she only has 5 thumbs down, but so many thumbs up.
At least they put that in there.
Yeah.
I would have been pissed.
And then, like...
25.
Right. And then people are like, I heart Gem music, but it's only one video she posted, and apparently they love all her music.
Yeah, alright, yeah, that's a little bit too far.
I'm letting you know that all this is perpetuated by one video. One acoustic... short little video of her playing.
Who is that guy? He's a creep.
I know, right? Anyway, so there's that. And then, oh my god, look, she even got like...
Still 5?
Yeah, well, she still has 5 thumbs down. But look at her, like, view counts. 9,000. Oh my god. It's over 9,000. Fuck. So then the next day, some random person is like, who is this Gem person? Literal overnight sensation. Like, are you fucking kidding me? The sister Kimber, the one who uploaded, said, oh, don't worry, they can't find out who you are because my channel's on private, so no one knows who uploaded it.
So,
that's not how YouTube works.
First of all, they had to discover it somehow, right?
Right.
And Kimber is popular, right? So how did they find out about it?
And she posted on her channel, so she probably had the video of her, that little music video, and then the one of her acoustic, so... okay, mind you, this happens so often in the movie. This isn't like the first occurrence of, wait, what?
Ask the girls how social media works? I mean, they're right there. There's 4 girls that use social media.
And one who's a hacker, apparently, you know?
I'm talking about real life, these movie producers.
Yeah.
Like,
so they're like, oh my god, like, Jerica, you're so famous. She's like, I can't believe you did that to me, guys. I can't believe you I can't believe you guys, like, you know, uploaded the video. I didn't want you to, da-da-da-da.
I saw that coming.
Right.
You should have deleted it with that stupid screen.
She couldn't figure out which one. Is it the no one or the one that's a trash can? It's so hard. Technology's really hard, Mo, okay?
Do you see this? Full BS. BS.
I say 3/4, mostly.
3/4? Well, because I'm not... Well, because this is still the first act, so that's probably why.
Oh my god.
A DSLR has all those freaking buttons and all those rights. It was just a trash.
Please tell me
and green. Like you spoke.
And mind you, she hits one of the buttons on the side to get the delete thing, but then when Kimber says not to delete, it apparently suddenly became a touchscreen. And she touched the no button, and it didn't delete. So, you know, I love my camera that's a non-touchscreen, you know. So yeah, so they're looking at it, they're like, oh my god, you're getting so many views, and they go, oh my god, you're like more popular than water skiing squirrel. And then they show you a clip of water skiing squirrel.
No.
Yes, this is the best part of the movie.
No.
I want to see him. I want to see a whole movie of that squirrel.
No.
Oh god, I can't breathe.
No.
So then later that night, mind you, they do this not just to begin with the movie. Throughout the movie, they show random YouTube videos. So then they show this drum battle one, while she is emailing this high, like, record producer person. If apparently all your information's on private, how the fuck did you suddenly get an email from like this record producer who says, I want to sign you and all that shit, when apparently you're nowhere to be found. So it's not like she went on like whatever, like Capitol Records and shit and looked for a person. Like, no, she got an email. You see it on her Gmail. She got an email from the person. And they're emailing back and forth. And
then, yeah, how did they get her email when it's supposed to be to her sister if it's on her account?
And it's supposed to be all private. And no one can find you. Yeah. While she's emailing the woman, the drum battle video is cut in between it. So it seems like she's negotiating and talking and they're having a drum battle.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, and so she's like, and who emails back with ellipses?
Wait, that
was an email response. So there's a thing where she's like...
Who emailed the ellipses? Was it the company or her?
The record producer lady.
So the professional one.
Yeah. So mind you, she's like, hey, I want to sign you solo. Jerica's like, no, we're a band. You have to sign me and my sisters. And she's like, no, final deal. She's like, no, my final deal. That's why it's drum battle, that stuff. And she's like, no, we come as a package kind of thing. And she's like, oh, you drive a hard bargain. And then you get the drum thing. And then she just emails ellipses, and then she's like, okay. And then, accidentally, poop emoji.
She sent poop?
She sent poop. And then she goes, oh, sorry, typo. Sorry, typo.
There was no words. It was a picture. No.
She goes, sorry, typo. And then after that, it comes out saying, my driver...
Typo. You had to press send.
Sorry, typo. My driver will pick you up tomorrow. Okay.
Look at this. Full BS. I'm gonna save that.
So then the next day, like, she shows up, and she's like, oh, got my rockin' heels. I'm Juliette Lewis.
God, those ninja shoes. What the hell?
It's all a good screen grab.
I stopped at the pants. What is the pants?
I stopped at the face.
So yeah, Juliette Lewis shows up, and then she's like, oh, hey, these are the girls. Oh my God, I'm so excited. All of a sudden, we pack our bags, and we're going to L.A.
You just mentioned that. Is the mother going too?
No, she's not.
Oh, so
she's gonna stay at home and try to figure out how, for their house not to be foreclosed.
Wait, so she... That makes no sense.
No, I'm serious. That's what's happening.
Wait, for real?
So what, she's going to tie herself to a tree in the backyard so you don't take the stuff? Like, what are you going to do?
No, okay, not that seriously, but she's like, no, you girls go, and, I'll be here, I'll be fine, you girls go and enjoy your your sudden stardom, literally overnight.
Person that you don't know, it could be like sex trafficking or something.
I don't know how to reply to this.
I feel like that's the best way of saying it. Well, girls. This is another thing that I didn't realize until when I was kind of just like skimming through my screen caps. She says, my driver is going to pick you up, but then she shows up in that's her car. That's Juliette Lewis's character, that's her car.
Okay.
And she ends up driving them back to LA, and like, then who is this random white man here holding the door? And then her other helper guy, oddly enough named Zipper.
So drivers.
Yeah, but mind you, you see this rearview mirror? This is a random like SUV.
Also, it came with a car and an SUV.
Yeah, but it's like
fit into that one Rolls Royce.
Right. So she's technically to her own. Yeah, whatever.
So I'm guessing those two guys are going to be like
in the SUV. I don't know. Yeah, listening to Mariah Carey. I don't know.
I'm guessing her excuse is I need to talk to them alone.
I don't know. They don't say it. It just happens. Anyway, they brought she decided to pack the freaking robot with her, like you do. Like, it's just because, she's going away, she doesn't know how long, and that's a thing for her dad, and,
What was his purpose before in the whole movie, before we got into the Rolls Royce?
Oh, the robot?
Yeah.
She doesn't know, like, her dad, like, made it, and then he died before he could finish it as she thought, and she doesn't even know how to turn it on, and it's just there.
So, why is she carrying it?
Because it's a memory of her dad.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. Okay.
Yep. Anyway, Starlight Sandwiches, that's the record, company.
Looks like something for, those, what's those little tiny ass drag queens? Pageants.
Oh my God.
show up, and for some reason, right in the front lobby, there's the instruments for them. Right in the front lobby, they are unpacking the instruments.
They have a room for themselves?
They don't bring it
up.
Are
you supposed to carry it themselves?
They don't bring it to, like, the studio or something.
Yeah,
they're just out in the lobby, out in the fucking lobby. They go in, they're like, oh my god, these instruments. And she goes, yeah, I made sure you guys got the best of the best. And I'm like, why is it in the lobby? Is it because you couldn't figure out another way to explain they got instruments?
Or, like, to put it in their room so shit doesn't get tampered with or stolen? Like...
And then,
no, once you come through the door, we want you to shit out music. That's what we want you to do.
What is the name on that thing?
I've actually never heard of that drum thingy before. But, yeah. But anyway, then she's like, oh my god, I've got a keytar. Get it? I'm like, get it? Because 80s keytar, like a keytar. Yeah. It's like, alright, bitch. But it's like, why are you setting up the drum kit in the lobby? Just be like, oh, hey, take it up the freight elevator.
Lobby's entertainment for, like, you know, like a computer, the piano sometimes, like, in a court.
Right.
Food court.
Yeah. The sexy saxophone. Yeah. But yeah, like, just tell the delivery guy to go in the back of the freight elevator and go upstairs. Like, Jesus. Anyway, so, this is the
there we go, I forgot. This is a teen movie.
Attractive assistant guy who was main character dancer dude in the Step Up, Revolution Step Up, All In.
How would I know?
Well, no, I'm just telling you that because that leads to, bitch, I didn't watch it either. I IMDb'd his ass. You think I fucking give a shit about him?
Oh,
please.
God, he's so generic.
But let you know.
Look, they changed a black girl. Why they couldn't just change her to be like a lesbian? That would blow me away.
Right?
That would surprise me.
Well, technically, Juliette Lewis's character is actually, in the cartoon, a man. It's actually Eric Raymond. But in the movie, they made her Erica Raymond. Made a woman instead.
I remember it was a guy.
I think it's probably because they didn't want to seem like this creepy man was...
controlling girls.
Right. Because then it would go into that trafficking thing you're talking about. Anyway, but like I was saying, it leads to this, that, because the Step It Up movies, the director of this directed those two Step It Up movies, the Justin Bieber concert movie.
Oh, yeah, that douche.
So, you know...
Why he's missing, like, a mole?
This is not Enrique Iglesias.
No.
Buy my mole! Then take it over, buy my mole!
Like a watered down version? Oh, God.
But
Oh, my Lord.
You later find out that he's Juliette Lewis's son.
Okay.
So the lady who's, like, signed the contract, the record lady, that's the son. I'm like, you guys look like you're, like, 10 years apart. Okay, sure. Anyway, so, attractive, helper guy,
Let me guess, he falls for the main character.
How'd you know? Oh my god!
Like, it can't be any predictable than it is.
Shit, man.
Believe me, I was waiting for it, and then when it happened, I was like, yeah, but oh my god, like, how'd you know? Like,
I
seriously?
wish she was a lesbian.
Right? They have the girls stand in, like, this lineup thing, and Juliette Lewis goes through each of them, and it's like, oh, you don't try hard enough, you try too hard, you don't even know what you're doing, oh my god, like, just, like, giving them all shit. So then at one point, when the last person is Jem, she doesn't like her earrings, and immediately makes her take them off and puts it in that fucking box, into a safe that we'll obviously go back to, because, god, can you make foreshadowing even more obvious?
It's safe if it's not... It's not expensive, bro.
Exactly.
Just say put it back in your luggage.
Or, like, just take them off. Just take them off, right?
Yeah,
put them in your pocket, yeah. Nope. They had to do this dramatic thing of taking off getting her earrings off.
Put it in a pretty box.
Put it in a pretty box and into a safe in her office. Because, I don't know, maybe later in the movie, in the third act, you have to go break into the office and get them back for some reason? So then, hey, look, Google Maps! Then they go to the recording studio.
Oh my god.
Wait, where is it? Oh, the recording studio, not the headquarters of the...
Right, the other one is just...
I was like, I remember a huge building.
Right, that's the recording studio. The other one is just like the record company.
Okay,
that's the office building. This is the studio where things
that thing was huge, though. They couldn't have fit a freaking studio in there?
Yeah, you got a lot of conference rooms and vending machines or something.
Conference for what?
So do we sign this girl? Does she need to be more naked?
This is a floor of vending machines. That would be my favorite floor.
Yeah. Well, damn it, why is it all used panties? Come on!
Okay,
Unless Google is sponsoring this bullshit.
Well, they have
I'm not sure about
well, it's
that.
a lot of YouTube shit, so probably.
Is this the fashion montage again?
Yes, so there's another montage of them trying on clothes and
That's not
like,
80s like.
what?
That's not 80s like.
No, because there's no point that they're playing Girls Just Want to Have Fun. You know? They're not playing
Why
that.
call them Gem? Call them something freaking else.
Exactly, this could be a totally other, like, what-if story of YouTube sensation shit, but instead they have to bring in the Gem name. I was knocked over my fucking
Just take the name
camera.
and then not use it.
Yeah. So...
Here we go.
Anyway, so yeah, they go through a montage. This part, they're like, show her, like, this is how you walk on the runway. And because you have the obvious gay guy all the way at the end, like, honey, you got to.
Runway for what? It's freaking music.
It's just...
You're not a model.
Phil, I know. I know. I sat through the movie.
Where is this story going?
Exactly. It's going...
Where is it going?
Why did we go into the freaking business of riff tracking? Like,
Right.
the movie's so good. Oh my god.
Where is
You have
this?
wanted so much time.
I know, it's really bad. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, so then look, sugar pill brushes.
Oh.
Because I remember some time ago when they were filming the movie, Shrinkle actually posted on her Instagram like, oh my god, they're filming Gem, yada yada, and she gave them like a bag of like makeup and stuff. But apparently the only thing they show in the movie is just using the brush. It's just the brushes. And I immediately, when I was watching the movie, I immediately was like, that's sugar pill brushes, because nothing else looks like a fucking pregnancy test. You know?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty.
It's a pretty pregnancy test.
Oh, it is. It's one that you want it to be positive.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Anyway,
not how you pour on glitter, though.
that's not how you do a lot of things. So
oh
then,
god.
Yo,
Jacob
this
is
is
wrong.
the first movie I've ever seen that uses montages so heavily.
I like montages, but when it's right and when you know the movie's supposed to be stupid.
yeah.
That's the whole point. Everything is a montage.
Or at least
now.
like a good like training montage in a movie, boom, 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 you know, that kind of shit. Like when
Her whole hair should have been orange. That's a nice orange.
yeah, so
Yo, they went through the garage montage.
Yeah.
They went and did this montage. They
What's
went.
with the candles? The Jesus
They
candles.
went to the studio montage fashion. They went through this montage. I was like, "Yo, are you gonna montage of you going to the bathroom and taking a shit because that's where it's heading?"
as long as you play the Guile theme, you'll be fine.
The whole movie should have been a montage.
Right? Then that movie would have been a lot quicker. It was 2 hours fucking long. Almost.
That needs to be an
Almost.
hour and
So anyway, so then of course it shows them like, oh, that they're with the vocal coach and they're like la 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 la.
I'm surprised the vocal coach is not the love interest.
Right? But the thing is, that's the only time you see them though. So they do that, and then oh look, they're talking about her hair. Look at all the different pink wigs. Get it? Ha 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 ha. Oh look, the voice of Gem is actually the hairstylist.
Poor girl.
I know.
What? No.
She didn't know. She didn't know the movie was gonna be like this.
She's there literally in that montage for just the part where she's like, I really like pink. She's like, sure, pink, okay. And then like they're done with the recording studio, and then they're going to their whatever fancy schmancy house in the Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles. So the funny thing is that so it's the love interest guy. He's driving them, right? So so here's the funny thing. So here's the thing that got me cracking up. Because of editing, it's like, look, he's driving over here. Oh wait, we gotta come back.
Wait.
Because of editing, they had him driving this way, but then they had him driving this way. So it's like, oh guys, here, I'm gonna drive you to your home. Oh fuck, I forgot milk.
Oh my god.
So like, when how it was edited, it looked like they drove one way, and I was like, wait, no, we gotta go
they
back.
had to turn.
Dude,
Yeah.
I paused and I started cracking up. I was like, wait, let me go back and screen cap this because I have to talk about it. So yeah, so they get to the home. Look at this home. Look at this fucking home. Like, what?
Gonna give them a hotel each.
Right? You couldn't like, cause I don't know. Maybe because it's Hollywood. If it was
Maybe
set,
it's like the real world.
right? Because I'm thinking like maybe because it's like Hollywood kind of shit. Maybe if it was set in New York, they would have gotten a penthouse. You know what I mean?
No, Hollywood. I'm sure they have some really good hotels, like really good.
I know, but I feel like with this thing, they wanted to capture like the whole like the immenseness of how much they can like just give to them.
Okay, you can get this if you follow me.
Exactly. So Look how big the house, and then of course they have to have this shot where the wind is blowing and the things and the stuff. So yeah, they have that, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, so then at night, the synergy thingy starts waking up, and you're like, oh my god, what's happening?
It wasn't doing that before, it just decided to do it when it's in Hollywood?
Right, because they're originally from Los Angeles. So apparently...
Oh, so it's like, oh, I remember the smog! I feel it! This is home!
I feel the choking! The choking!
What the frick is this?
Well, the smart sister, the one with the colored hair, was like, maybe, like, it couldn't turn on, but now because it's back in LA, it has, like...
It also has Google Maps.
Yeah, she was saying that it was probably, like, a fucking... like a GPS thing. I shit you not. I was like, really? We're going with that kind of explanation? And it looks like freaking Eve from WALL-E, you know? Well, the funny thing is that they were just like, they show the robot, but then they quickly show a flashback back to the dad working on it, because apparently we didn't remember what happened 30 minutes ago. And so it gets on its little, like, one wheel kind of shit. And look, it projects shit, just like fucking R2 or BB-8. You know? And because it projects a map just like BB-8. Like...
To what?
Like fucking, you know, Luke Skywalker. Who else?
Need?
What?
This is
What
not
does the map need? What?
No. Here comes the subplot. The subplot.
They go on an adventure? Is this the Goonies?
Yeah, this is the side quest. I shit you not.
They didn't have Google Maps back then, right?
No, but here's the side quest. Okay. Oh my god, guys, it's freaking, you know, it's the Santa Monica Pier. Because, like, it shows up, like, latitude, longitude, like, coordinates, and the smart sister, who apparently can totally Google something really quick on her phone, because the moment the numbers pop up, all of a sudden, she has her phone, and she's like, oh yeah, it's the Santa Monica Pier, and I was like, bitch, I couldn't even read it that fast. Fuck you. You know? Because I was like 32, and she's like, anyways, according to my... So then...
Before we go on, does the hacker has any purpose?
Yes, towards the end.
Of course. That's the only purpose then.
Jerica's like, oh my god, it's my dad, he's sending me a message, you know, from beyond the grave and shit. And so we have to go tonight. And they're like, oh my god, how can we go tonight? Because we have a curfew. Like, oh my god, because totally that stops anyone. Anyway, so then, like, they pack them up in the bag, and, oh yeah, random YouTube video happens because, you know, something's about to happen. So this one just shows, like, this kid, he's just, like, you know, like, just playing a beat on his desk and, like, you know, like, rapping and shit. Yeah. Pretty cool. So... Again, this is intercut with them trying to, like, break out. So she goes in the room of hot guy, you know, blah, 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 grabs his keys. Of course, the Asian girl also, the Asian one is always stealing. Because when they entered the house, there was, like, a case that had, like, sunglasses in it. She just opened the case, took the sunglasses. There was, like, a bag of stuff. She's like, is this for us? Anyway, thank you. And she takes it. Then Jerica takes the keys. She goes back into the room really quickly and pulls out fucking money out of, like, I don't know what bill. Maybe it was a $1 bill. Just pulls out a bill out of his wallet and just walks away. And then they go in, and then the freaking security footage is them, like, leave, you know, in the car leaving. So then look at that. You know, Starlight Mansion. That's where they were. That's where they were. And now they're Santa Monica Pier.
For God's sakes. I thought Google Maps was going to be, like, one time in this movie. It seems
no. It's a reoccurring thing. Yeah.
Everything. They don't even
have the line to go over and follow and see where they go.
So let me ask this question. Is the robot named Psi Energy? Is there an explanation about Psi Energy?
The robot...
It was in the old... I think in the old movie is... Not movie, the old show. There's something like the keyboard is named or something like that. Something important.
No. The computer... The computer's name...
Oh yeah, the main computer that they talk to.
His name is Synergy and projects the gem hologram on her. But here she puts on a wig and makeup. Yeah. But in this one, the Synergy... computer is a little BB-8 robot who sends her on side quests. So they go in the Santa Monica Pier, and they have to figure out, like, oh, the dad, da-da-da. Of course, whatever coordinates takes them to a part... Yep, takes to a part they can't be. And then, so then BB-8 is like, well, fuck it, bitch. I found the thing I need to go to. They go to this thing where... Like, you know, like the it's like stuff we even have in New York where like if some like air blows through it and it goes whoom, like all that fun stuff. And then they're like, hey, because I can't draw fucking stars correctly, we found a clue.
Oh my
and there
God.
it comes back.
You got it from your father.
Right. So she drew, like, there's a shitty star drawn on it, and then oh, let me go back. She's like, oh man, something doesn't seem right, and somehow figures out that she had to turn the pipe a little, and because she turned the pipe a little, the sound goes whoom a little bit better, and then all of a sudden, this part of the pier, the board, like, clunks out, and then you look in there, and it's like a piece of leather, wrapped, like, piece of leather, and then twine wrapped on it, because we're fucking in the medieval times, and she takes out a fucking cartridge, like fucking Baymax in fucking Big Hero 6, puts it into the BB-8 robot, yeah, there's a lot of that happening, and then projects a video of, like, her dad showing her how to play guitar, very cute, very heartwarming, and then this shows another map, and then, mind you, this one, the numbers pop up, and then even faster, at the moment the numbers popped up, the girl goes, oh hey, it's at that place! And I'm like... So then,
The father couldn't put this at the place that they should go to anyway.
Or like in a letter or something?
Yeah, like in the same, whatever that robot is.
Yeah.
You could have put the place, and then, like, why do you have to go to this place and in this place? Is it... Okay.
Yeah, so anyway...
Honestly, when you're saying, like, they go to this and they find the retarded stars of the system of the books that the child was drawing, I have what's automatically running in my head, like, once they discover it, I hear Link going, da-da-da-da! Like,
no, I thought she was going to turn the pipes and it's going to be like a unique song from the freaking pipes. And
right, I thought that, seriously, I thought that too. I thought it was like, when she said she had to turn it, I was like, oh shit.
I remember this song.
Right, I was like, oh shit, I wouldn't have thought of turning it, and I thought it would be like, boom, 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 or something.
Yeah,
like
in SpongeBob.
Fucking, like, or like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, wah, wah, you know, like that kind of crazy, like, oh shit, you know. But anyway, attractive helper guy, you know,
How the fuck you found him?
because he left his phone in the car and he GPS tracked him back. Again, GPS.
Okay.
Tracked him there. So then security is like, hey, who's over there? Because we take somehow way too long to get somewhere. And he was like, hey, the only way he's like, there's two ways to get out of here. You're either going to go to juvie or there's an easy way. And of course, like, the Asian sister who was like, I don't want to go to juvie again, she immediately jumps off the pier.
First of all, they're a bunch of white girls. They're not going to no damn. They're not going to no juvie, alright? Mm-hmm. They'll be like, dude, just get out of here, alright? Like,
so they all jump in the fucking water. Mind you, apparently, no, it's because they jumped off the pier into the sea.
I thought, like, you know, into the sand, you know how the ice though?
No, and apparently none of them are concerned about their phones and electronic equipment that they have.
Wait, what about the robot? The robot, is it waterproof? What the? No.
It's really pretty how this is shot, though.
This is purple under there.
Oh, because the Ferris wheel. There's lights on the Ferris wheel?
But the light wasn't shining on them when it was talking to each other. Yeah, I know that part, but...
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
Because it would have been shining on them there when it was talking. What the hell?
Yep. It's for dramatic pretty effect. Anyway.
They look hella dry. What the hell?
Oh, their hair's a little wet. What are you talking about? Their hair's just a little wet.
Oh my god.
Just a little wet. Just a little wet. And like one of the girls does like they don't have their shoes on because it's wet. What are you talking about? So then the guy, they're like, oh, why you got stuck with us and all that stuff, and he's just like, blah, blah, he's like, I'm sick and tired of, this is when you find out that, like, that's his mom. He's like, oh, I'm sick and tired of, like, her signing these people who, like can't, you know, hold a note and sing and all this shit and need auto-tune, blah, blah, and all of a sudden she goes, and tries to...
Let me prove it to you because you look so cute.
Right. All of a sudden she's like, oh... And I have to say, this girl the two white girls have the weirdest singing faces. And I'm just like...
Wait, when this dude took this job, he didn't check the credentials? He just talked shit so no one didn't punch him yet?
No, that's his son.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, if it's like your mom saying, Joe, go get the groceries, you're like, fuck it, these bitches, yeah. So you don't really care, yeah. So... we'll let that one slide. Anyway, so they do that to be like, hey, we can sing, and all of a sudden, like, all together, they're like, oh, she goes, ooh, and all of a sudden they do that whole church choir thing of, ooh, 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 and all that stuff, and then they start singing some song with lyrics and weird, stupid stuff.
Did he pull out a harmonica?
No, he's beatboxing.
I see the hands, and when I see him like this, I'm thinking he has a harmonica, and he's just busting out of his pocket like, yes, suddenly I have a harmonica.
No, that, you know what? I actually would have rather him pull out a harmonica. No, he starts beatboxing, and then freaking BB-8 here.
Outside of the harmonica.
Yeah, see? He starts beatboxing, and then fucking BB-8 here starts, like, freaking dropping a beat. He's like, the fucking robot starts dropping a beat, and he's like, and they're like, the press conference, hey, we found Jem, we signed her. And they're like, oh my god, who is she? And they're like, hey, she's got 3 special pop-up shows in random locations that we're not going to tell you until last minute, that kind of shit. Some artists do that, and it's sometimes...
yeah. That's actually a good idea. You get a lot of money for that.
Yeah. So then they're doing, like, vocal training. See, I told you. I sing like this.
I can't watch singing movies just because of this. I can't. I can't.
I feel like... I don't know, it's been a while since music class. I feel like her microphone isn't, like, one for vocals. I feel like it's the one that they normally have that, like, get the sound for the drums.
You know why is it so small?
Because I feel like it's the ones that normally record the drums. Like, it's a mic, but not for vocal mics.
They
like,
ran out of money, so they got
right. To... And she's like, like with my Sharpie, Was she like Bob Barker with that fucking microphone?
Yeah, it's like this long.
Remember to spade and neuter your pet. So then, hey, the open air club. That's where the next thing is at. The one where the...
I hate Google Maps right now.
I know, right? I don't want to look up shit. Anyway,
oh my god.
That's the next thing. That's actually where their first performance is going to be at. You know, look, they put on the makeup and all that.
Never had training before to perform in front of someone?
Nope, they did the quick little, like, hey, this is how you have to montage to sing, and this is how
I know it! That's where the montage is!
Yeah.
That was the next one!
Yeah. Anyway, so then they're in the limo, and she's like, oh, give them like a fierce look. This is how you do a fierce look. Slightly squint, do that whole thing. Anyway, so then they're like, oh my god, fans! All of a sudden, there's a crowd of 20 outside going, oh my god, we want to see her. She's such a big she's a big sensation, a crowd of 20, you know? And so then it's like, there they are, oh my god, yeah, oh. And all of a sudden, Jem comes out. Like that. She does. I'm like, you try on all those wigs.
She's like Avril Lavigne.
I know. You try on all those freaking wigs and you fucking
you just
like.
come out with like tips.
Yeah. Anyway, so then they perform in a.
Even the Asian girl looks like she's part of like the band. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like. So then they go to perform in a space that looks like my basement, like the size of my basement. You know, a crowd of 20. I think they've gone up to 30 by now. So then, so they perform, and they do generic vocals, and then all of a sudden the power goes out, because, it happens. And then they're like, oh no, what do? We have to, hey guys, can you all turn on your flashlights on your phones? So they all do that, and they do an acoustic session. And then she goes over to the guitar, because that's the next clue, because this was the place with the next clue, is the guitar that her dad showed her to play. So that's her dad's guitar. She picks up, she starts going like, hey, you know. What if that was a song? Wouldn't you love that being the song?
Oh my god.
Who did they make this movie for? What?
That's what I texted you guys with. Who is this for? You've completely alienated your fan base. Even people, like I said, like us, who kind of know a little smidgen of it. And then new fans aren't going to give a fuck about it because...
Yeah, I was hoping this movie would have been like, oh, maybe I could get into the, the Jem thing.
No, this makes you feel sorry for the Jem fans, you know? Because, like, you look at this and, like... If you're like a person who's never heard of Jem, this is not going to make you want to get into it because you're going to be like, this seems really generic and boring. But Jem was actually more exciting than that.
It's so bad that you don't even blame the original franchise.
Right.
It's not good.
Right. Oh, so here we go. So once after they play that one song, not a set, that one song, they go to the back. They go to the back, and look on the back of the frickin' guitar is another shitty star.
How did it stay?
Oh, because it's a turning knob. And it opens the back of the guitar.
I kind of knew it was a turning up.
No, they literally were like, oh my god, this is it, this is my dad's guitar. And one of the
picking it up.
And one of the ethnic sisters, we're gonna call her that, one of the ethnic sisters like, hey, I think you're supposed to turn it. She goes, okay. So it opens the back of it, and then another fucking cartridge that has to go into frickin', you know, BB-8 Baymax. You know, that one says, what's that? Use your gifts. They could, yeah.
Did his father think that they would love hide and seek, like some shit scavenger hunt?
Because towards the end of the movie, he's like, I always, like, if you're seeing this message now kind of thing, he's like, I always knew that you were really smart, that you would be able to figure this out, and yada yada, like.
What, put a tape in a goddamn freaking thing and follow it? That's
right.
it?
You couldn't just leave your kid like a VHS or something, or like a will, you know, like. The next day, Alicia Keys and Jimmy Fallon are talking about Gem. So anyway, so they're doing that, and they're talking about because of that one performance, everyone wants to become Gem. And, you know, you got like the
Again, one video, one performance, that is not even like, where do you get this look? If
right.
you look at that band.
Right.
Oh, see, now that looks like Gem.
Right.
Yes, ruined it.
Right, but then, also, who randomly shows up in the YouTube video? Candy Johnson?
Oh yeah, she did,
Yeah. So they took off, like, her video and a couple other people, and then The Rock is talking about it. He's like, Gem, you know, I like that song you had. We should call something like this, and blah, blah, because I'm The Rock, and I'm a charming man. So I felt so bad for the man. And then all of a sudden, here's a clip of Chris Pratt saying, oh yeah, I dated Gem for, like, 2 weeks. What?
That young girl?
You look at his face, like that, right?
He would have that face, dude.
Right. You have a son, sir. You know, and a wife. Fast forward. Oh, guy, he's shirtless.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Mo.
No, stop eating
He's very interested now. She's like, okay.
I use this bow and
Attractive helper guy, because he lives on, like, the opposite side of that mansion thingy. Because he's like, I'm down the hall kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. So anyway, he comes out the shower. She, like, runs into his room. Not runs it, like, opens the room to talk to him. He's in the towel. He's like, oh my god. Whoa, ooh. She's like, oh my god, whoo, ha. And he's like, oh, whoa, hold on. Let me fix this, you know? So he goes and, like, gets dressed. And he's all, like, you know, like, trying to be like Thor. Blue jeans, white shirt.
You're not nowhere near Thor. Jesus Christ.
Right. And then he's like, oh yeah, hold on, let me put on my white shirt. Walked into the room.
Amazing moment in Hollywood.
I know. So yeah, so the guy puts his shirt on finally, and you know he's like, and she's like, oh jeez, am I thirsty? I'm not sure. So then Juliette Lewis is like, you have to sign this contract. And she's like, oh, but this contract means I'm a solo artist. She's like, well, you know, you don't need them, like that kind of BS. She signed to Gem without reading it or getting a lawyer. So then,
why did you say it? No.
Because she had, prior to signing it, she had spoken to her aunt, Molly Ringwald, and she's like, oh, actually, we don't have until the end of the month. We actually have until the end of the week.
Oh, the crisis, okay.
So she feels... So she asked Juliette Lewis, can I get an advance on money? And she goes, oh, that's all you want is an advance? Yeah, that's fine. But first you have to sign this contract. Mind you, the whole time they're doing all these performances, all the fucking vocal stuff, all this shit, they have not been signed. They're just going along for the ride, which is kind of odd, because usually
because either way she wouldn't have to do this, because it will be a contract between her and the band.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you have signed a contract before you made a press conference of, we found her?
They don't understand anything. But anyway, so that happens.
There's people out there like that, though. There is.
This is the second show, and she doesn't tell her siblings anything. They find out through the grapevine kind of stuff. They're upset, and they're like...
Who else knows about that?
Right, so she doesn't tell her siblings, even though, like, she should have told them after she signed or before she signed or something. But she doesn't tell them. They get upset, and they...
Yeah. Like, anyone of us be like, look, I'm signing because we're losing the house tomorrow.
I know I know I'm solo now, but I'm gonna make this work. You guys will be
Jesus
with me.
Christ, I need this money.
Right, we need this money because we all live in that house and we're all together.
Yeah.
I know they just want to sign me, but I will make it work for all of us. You know, but instead of that, it's like, okay, I'll sign Gem. You know, right? And I'm not gonna say shit. And then I start getting my makeup done, all that stuff, and then my siblings are fucking crying.
I thought that was some old.
No, that's Jerica. Yeah.
I thought that was some.
Yo, she looks mad old.
Yeah.
I think it's, I don't know, it's how the light hits and she's making that face.
Yeah, it has to be.
It's always the light. We don't know where the light is going to go. Like.
Yeah. So anyway, so like her siblings find out, they're upset. And then, of course, like, this, Kimber is like, why didn't you just say something? Because it's obvious, like, why didn't you say something, you know? And, but she cries, you see the makeup smear? Just the smear?
She'll leave it there, it looks good.
Right? Anyway, she does that, and then she decides to become Lady Gaga. And, yeah.
That doesn't look like Gem at all.
Yeah. She puts that on, and then she goes on her stage, and she...
Those makeup tutorials, and they couldn't figure that out?
Yeah, so then she does, like, you know, her performance with her, like, fucking Gaga thing going on. Apparently they really like having her perform at warehouses. This looks like the warehouse in that episode of X-Files where they have that video game thing happening.
Yes, exactly.
Doesn't it look like it? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Like a freaking car garage or something.
Right? Right? Shit, now I want to watch Fast and Furious instead. Anyway, so...
It looks like he just took a paintbrush across her face and said, alright, I'm ready.
Give her a white dress.
So they shine lights on maybe different colors.
Really?
I'm guessing. I'm really guessing on that.
I was like, is that the point? It's not good. But
right.
no, it's not.
Right, so then, yeah, that's like her... So they shine all the lights, and there's all these different dancers. And, oh, lights come out! Oh, no! Oh, ah! There's all these, like, you know, choreography and stuff. So, yeah, the sisters are obviously upset, and they leave. Oh, after her performance, she does the dramatic clearing off the table, breaking the mirror thing. You know, sitting on the side of the...
I did it, but I'm so upset.
Right, sitting on the curb because I'm thinking longingly. Yeah, so then she somehow, like, feels the need to deal with whatever BB-8 and go back to her old childhood home. And, of course, she's wearing...
Does it say penis love? What the hell does that say?
It says peace, love, and rock.
Oh, okay.
Penis, love, and
Penis, love, cock. I feel like that makes more sense. Anyway, so she goes back to her old, like, childhood home to try to figure out, like, you know, like, why her dad wants her to go back to like, trying to figure out this side quest thing, right? So then she's there and she's contemplating things. She sees a family in that house and it's like, oh, they're a happy family. I think our family's breaking up, like, that kind of shit. Then, you know, then her sister shows up, like, hey, I knew you were gonna be here, and then, like, he's like, hey,
where did he come from?
No, because he shows up, and they were like, oh, we needed a ride, and of course, like, they, you know, you do that whole thing where you draw on the cement kind of shit, and then she's like, oh my god, I just figured it out, oh my god, I totally figured it out, like, wait, what?
Our family needs to be together.
Right, there's that, and then she figured out, oh my god, the stars, oh my god, my earrings, I just figured out, my earrings are the last thing.
Okay.
Like, through this expedition, she's realized the earrings are...
So it's not a bad star, it's just the earring shape.
Right, it's just the earrings. She has to... Now she figures out she has to get the earrings to make it work with the BB-8 machine to finish what her dad needed. So, where are they? And she's like, oh, it's in your mom's, like, office in a safe. And she's like, how can we get in there? It's a fortress. You work there. And she's signed there. How can you just not get in? Apparently, it's a fortress.
It wouldn't be any question if you just walked into the office and say, nah, I'm just...
Right, with his car, like, swiping in. Yeah, because he works here. Yeah, exactly. And even if he walks in with her, he's like, oh, yeah, like, even if he doesn't walk in with her, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, say, no, my mom sent me up there, you know? Or I'm going to see my mom up there, or...
Right, or like...
My mom's up there.
Right, exactly.
Something.
Right, I forgot my charger, you know? Like, I'm just like, I even wrote down, like, bitch, you work there, you know?
Jesus.
So, they go up to the valet guy to get his mom's car. So he gets his mom's car, puts on a big hat, just the hat. And so then the security guys at the building, automatically, because they see the big hat, don't realize the man face. And he's all like, oh, hey, Miss Raymond. Like, this.
What?
They let her through, and then Jem is in the trunk, and they get out to go into the building because the other three girls are pretending to be Jem fangirls and asked to get selfies at the building. And the security guard's like, oh, that's fine. Chaz will take the picture and all that stuff because their backs are turned. They were like, I can't believe that worked. I'm like, yeah, seriously, how the fuck did that work? You know? So then she's trying to pick up her car, and she's like, where the fuck's my car? And the guy's like, your son has it. Yeah. Anyway, so more YouTube videos.
More... Jesus Christ.
We're coming towards the end, guys. So anyway, YouTube videos happen while they're sneaking into her office. Mind you, that is a freaking safe that you punch numbers in. Why are you able to punch letters into that?
That's numbers.
Is that the only password?
No, they're trying to figure out the password, and Jem goes, oh, it might be something she really loves, so of course her password is her own name.
Oh, okay.
So numerically he typed in, like, her name.
He know the underscore and everything?
Apparently there's going to be an underscore. He knew there was going to be a space in there. Yeah.
Lowercase, alright.
Yeah, all lowercase, nothing with an @ symbol. Like, okay, fine.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so in the Precious thing, you see the earrings in the thingy. Oh yeah, the YouTube videos keep getting intercut in it because it's supposed to be like the suspenseful music. So it's a lot of people like that kind of music happening. Yeah. So then, the valet guy, he's all like, listen to my demo. So he says, I will only give you your mom's car if you have her listen to the demo. So he goes and tries to distract him because by then they already got into the building. And so he puts the CD in and has it play from a separate location. So he's in like the office, but he has it play in the conference room to stall them. And the fucking security cameras start playing the fucking water skiing squirrel. This comes in the hacking sister. This is her hacking off a fucking tablet too. She hacks off a fucking tablet.
She's very good.
Yeah, she's out there. Well, she's holding a tablet there, but she's hacking from a tablet. And the fucking security guard, let me go back. The security guard's not even fazed by the fact that all the fucking CCTV footage has turned...
a squirrel.
He just went like, oh, hey guys, look at this. I love this video.
Okay.
Yeah, so then the building's on lockdown, yada yada, but then she decides to put on a random costume thing, and walks out, and the guy's like, hey, excuse me, blah, blah, and then he's like, oh my god, you're Jem, and she's like, yeah, and he's like, oh, can you sign my arm, make it to, like, my daughter? He's like, oh yeah, he's like, yeah, what's your daughter's name? He's like, Steven?
Oh, for himself.
Yeah, the fucking Mighty Boosh did a better, like, fucking joke.
I say, old bean, would you be kind enough to sign a copy for my wife?
No problem.
Make it out to Alan.
Okay, we get it. She's a superstar for one video and one performance.
2 performances now.
Oh yeah, 2. 3 things.
2 performances now. Yeah. So he's all like, oh, and in this scene he also says, oh yeah, your song is like this year's Let It Go. And the girl's like, oh my god, like from Frozen?
Ew.
So that means it's annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that song.
Yeah, so then they get back to the house. They go to BB-8, and she somehow knows to take her earrings and put them together, back to back.
All this time, you didn't know.
To take the earrings and put it all the time. She just suddenly knew to put them together, and then put it into BB-8, and then comes holographic dad projecting out. You know, I wrote down, Obi Dad, you're my only hope. And so it's like this, this part, I even wrote down, wow, that got horribly sad out of nowhere. Because all of a sudden, you go from like this like campy, silly movie to all of a sudden the dad being like, all of a sudden like it's like the dad being like really serious and being like, you know, I really love you. It's like got really like really sad, and like the dad's like on like his last like recording video, like I knew that I wouldn't be living any longer, and he's tearing up and she's tearing up. I'm watching it like, why am I feeling sad? Fuck this movie. You know? And so that fucking, like, happens, and then he's like, I love you, Jem, and she's like, I love you, Dad, and then, you know, like, all that stuff, and then she's like, oh my god, Dad, but, and he's like, you're so smart, the dad's like, you're so smart, I knew you were gay, well, it's like, a while for this. Anyway, and then for her to turn off the BB-8 thing, she has to whistle whatever, Close Encounter of the Third Kind, whatever thing, yeah. So then, mind you, remember she was filming a vlog.
We so forgot about that because it changed so much that it wasn't a vlog anymore.
Right. So she goes through the whole vlog, like, explaining, like, I'm Jem, all that stuff. But then as she records it, she goes, you know what, guys? No, we're not going to post this up. You know, because she felt, oh, well, because I got famous from a video, maybe I'll use a video to explain who I am. But then you're like, no, tomorrow's our last performance, because there's the 3 performances. Tomorrow's our last performance. We'll tell everyone who we are on stage, you know? And so then she decides to delete the fucking video she made. So then we go to the last performance, and this random guy is like, hey, oh my god, this group of 10 people behind me really love Jem. There's a huge crowd out tonight. You know?
10 people.
Yeah, and then like the other sisters are like, we're gonna put on these cool outfits, and she does that. And then she goes on fucking Instagram and looks up #Gem. And it's like all these videos of people being like, because of you, I have more confidence in myself to be me. You know, I've always been made fun of, but I just remember to be Gem. You know, like that kind of...
That's kind of weird. You're talking about a girl that you don't know the identity of.
Right.
Saying, you teach me how to be me, but you don't know what she is.
Like, obviously, Synergy's like watching her and like all that fucking shit.
Oh, he's still useful?
Yeah. Because he's still like her pet because because Synergy is still like the gift that her dad gave her, like the last gift kind of shit. So she's still kind of like.
Yeah, but what does he do?
He's just
nothing.
Just there. Because, you know, he's not really projecting that Gem look on her. So anyway, so she like goes like, hey, I'm here in my weird outfit. And the sister's like, oh my god, you look so good. Let's have a great last performance, you know.
Wait, and they're doing this behind that woman's back because they're not supposed to be on the thing, right?
Right. Mind you, that's what I actually wrote down, like, why are they still allowed to do a concert? Because they kind of, like, fucked up with the whole breaking into her office. And why are they there? Because she's only supposed to perform by herself. So anyway, yeah, so I thought that too, but then right afterwards, Juliette Lewis shows up and she's like, why are you guys here? You know, she's like, you almost violated your contract. You have to, all of a sudden, like, it explained itself as I was wondering it.
Yeah.
Anyway, YouTube videos intercut again.
Oh my god.
The YouTube videos intercut because then...
Who's directing this? Like, who decided all this?
So, in this part, they find out, oh yeah, in that safe with the earrings, there was also a will to the cute guy's dad. Which apparently it said that he's supposed to be running the company once he feels like it. So because of obviously how like Gem got fucked over all that shit, she's like, hey, so he goes, hey, actually I run the company now. Just out of switch. I run the company now. So those those guys you saw in the beginning of the movie, who was like the driver or whatever, all of a sudden they like, so then they take her out of the fucking movie. They're like, alright, you're done in this movie now. Thank you, Juliette Lewis. You know? So then they come out, and they perform, and it says Gem is truly outrageous.
Wait, when did the father die?
The girl's dad? When they
no,
were
the guy's dad.
Oh, it's one of those he's always been dead kind of stuff.
So, what age is he supposed to run the company? Like 2?
It literally, apparently it said that, in his will said, Dad said that I'm supposed to run the company when I'm ready, and I'm ready now.
He's like 10 years old.
Yeah.
I'm ready now.
Yeah. So the other, look at that guy! I just realized it. I just realized that.
He's the same face in the tree.
He's the tree! The tree came back!
The tree has lived.
Oh my god.
The power of her songs. It came to life.
That's exactly how he sounds.
Anyway, so they go and like Molly Ringwald, obviously she's at her like final concert because by then everything's fixed. By then everything is fine
she got
now.
all the money already.
Right. So then they go on stage. They're like, I want to let you know that we are all Gem. So instead of being like, my name is Jerica, and this is like, obviously a persona,
so we're not going to show her, then we have a second movie coming out. And
right, instead of being like, you know, Desmond, like...
Oh my god.
I'm her brother. I was like, please someone understand that reference, Jesus. So instead of doing that, she's like, I want you all to understand that we are all Gem. And so she's like high-fiving the crowd. You're a Gem, and you're a Gem, and you're a Gem.
So we're doing Oprah moment. Like, you're a Gem, and you're a Gem. Everyone's a Gem.
So then she's like, words of encouragement, we're all Gem, and we all can be whoever we want to be in the army. You know, like all that shit. Like... So then all of a sudden they're like, anyway, let's grab the guitar and start playing. So they start playing, and like what they're playing does not fit the music, but like they're jamming. The way how they're jamming looks pretty cool, you know. Anyway, so then they show videos of people talking about how much Gem has influenced them. But obviously these people are talking about the cartoon Gem,
yes.
you know. And then you see like, and so mind you. That's what I was about to say. Mind you, you see these people talk about Gem, but that logo, the original logo, has never been shown.
Those poor people could be real fans.
I think those people are, yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, so then that's a cute guy with some random lady from Rolling Stone, because she's like, I'm so-and-so from Rolling Stone. And she's like, hey, you know, like, so like, Gem seems pretty cool. And he's like, yeah. And then she's like, oh, what would you call, like, her band? Instead of being like, oh, it's just Gem or something. He's like, how about Gem and the Holograms? And she's like, yeah, that's pretty good.
Where do you get it from?
Because probably the BB-8 thing that she was, like, they were fucking around with.
Oh God, no.
He's never seen the hologram.
No, he was, oh, I forgot to tell you, he was in the room when she was watching the holographic dad message, I'm sorry.
God's sakes.
Yeah.
She's been holographic dad.
Gem and the holographic dad. Is that like Mumford and Son? Anyway, so, oh, they kiss in the end.
Why?
Why?
Because that's their love interest, like.
Oh, come.
There was no interest, though. It was just...
She saw him shirtless and was like, I want some of that, you know?
That was really from that. That's it, and then suddenly love interest. That makes. I've seen better movies.
They're not even drunk.
I've seen better
It makes
movies.
so sense.
Oh, they might have been drunk.
Is the next screenshot credits? Or is it the after credits?
How'd you know?
Oh,
Marvel?
Marvel.
Not full credits.
Marvel started it.
Yeah, the mid-credit stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they like, oh my god, and they do like, so then the regular credits go by. And then Julia, then this is the...
Oh, she mad.
Right, so she's mad. She goes to like this weird kind of like under the bridge thingy and talks to this group of 3 girls.
They're supposed to be the Misfits? Oh, come on!
Mo knows it! Mo got it!
About the Misfits, but...
That's like the rival
What?
band, yeah.
What? This whole time you couldn't find these girls, and when you're fired, you find these girls?
Right, because apparently, they were Juliette Lewis's first band she signed, but then she decided to kick them out and replace it with Gem, because they quickly mentioned that. They're like, oh, you said you could replace this with anyone? Seems like you did. Yeah, so then, it's like, oh, look at us, blah, 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 and their lead singer is Kesha.
Oh, so this definitely not
So
gonna have a
Kesha
stick.
did get something with her life.
Yeah.
Which is a very sad thing.
Yes, because I do
Yeah.
feel really bad for her, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that, I went,
And when she
oh,
comes, when she come back in this bullshit, God
Right.
damn it.
Dude,
She
I
never gets her break.
seriously got this part to the movie, got to this part of the movie, and went, oh, Kesha, like, I did that, I went, oh, like, I don't like your music, but I don't want you hurt. Like, it pans out to, like, their bus, it says The Misfits on it. And then it goes straight to regular credits because it was sequel baiting.
Oh God. Oh God.
You know it's not gonna happen!
Oh, thank God.
Unless someone else picked it up.
Yeah, Mo, they took it out of theaters after 2 weeks.
Oh, thank God. I'm just saying,
Yeah, that's it,
everyone was crying about the freaking Avatar bullshit that M. Night Shyamalan did. And every surprise we see that damn second sequel. Like, how did this demon child get fully
Unborn.
engaged?
Nope.
Can't even buy the damn soundtrack.
Nope, you don't give a fuck about the soundtrack because it sucks. What do you call that? After I finished watching it, I texted you guys and said that was worse than 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh my
I think so. I think so.
I think it really is.
I didn't even see it, and I think so.
Yeah. I think you've seen enough, that's why.
I don't even want to catch it. Like, I don't even think they will show it on TV.
It's currently out on video, that's why. Alright, so that was 2 hours of talking about Gem and the
It's as long as
Holograms.
a movie.
Yeah, it's actually just as long as the movie because it's an awful movie. Alright.